Hello and welcome to FD, where today we're looking at the top 10 FIFA rankings, and to celebrate the release of FIFA 18, we're giving away a copy of the game to one lucky FD fan, courtesy of Monster Shop. All you have to do is go over to our new channel 90+1 Facts, subscribe and leave a comment, preferably a nice one, on the latest video. Now, let's get on with the 10. 10. Mauro Icardi, rated 84. At 24, Mauro Icardi has already scored more than 20 goals on 2 occasions, the same as Didier Drogba achieved in his whole career. The Argentinian, who has just 3 caps for his country, fewer than Jake Livermore for England, is rated at 84, the same as Marco Asensio. The Spaniard may be incredibly talented, but hasn't achieved nearly as much as Icardi. Over the last 3 seasons, Icardi has bagged 62 goals, while Lukaku, rated 86, has 63, and Dries Mertens, also 86, has just 39. That means that the former Sampdoria man has bagged more than a third of Inter's 181 league goals since 2014. Icardi has also been given 78 pace, barely faster than the 33-year-old corpse of Fernando Torres, who runs like he's been stop-motion animated. It looks like Icardi is going to have to join Manchester United if he wants to get an accurate rating. 9. Sebastian Giovinco, rated 82. In his element at Toronto FC, Sebastian Giovinco's strike rate since he moved to Canada is 0.6 goals a game, better than Diego Costa and Alexis Sanchez over the past 3 campaigns. Last year, the Atomic Ant got 21 goals and assists in 23 MLS matches, and he's now Toronto's all-time top goalscorer, 20 goals above second place, Josie Altidore. Yes, it may not be the toughest league in the world, but Zlatan Ibrahimovic was given a 90 rating when he was in Ligue 1, whilst Pepe has been handed an 86 this year despite applying his trade in the Turkish Super League. Gio might also quibble with his free kick attribute. The Italian has a respectable 86, given that he's already scored 10 goals from dead balls in the MLS, the most in the history of the division, and 3 more than David Beckham managed in LA. 8. Naby Keita, rated 83. Maybe we're being naive, but we were sure that Naby Keita would get a higher rating than 83 this year. The Guinean is an outstanding goalscorer, passer, dribbler and defender, so we can't imagine why he's been ranked at the same level as a more limited player like Idrissa Gueye. Gueye has a huge defensive output, and EA have barely given him a whopping 87 for interceptions, but Keita gets just 79. That's odd, given that Keita made 3 interceptions a game last season, while Gueye was on 2.5. The RB Leipzig man can also feel aggrieved about his tackling, with 63 EA's reward for his 2 completed tackles per match. That puts him 10 below Granit Xhaka, whose tackling is essentially GBH. And despite getting 7 assists last term, the same as David Silva and Philippe Coutinho, Keita apparently has worse vision than Jack Wilshere, who has racked up 7 league assists since 2013. That's 4 whole seasons. An upgrade has got to be put in the pipeline already. 7. Ivan Rakitic, rated 87. Ivan Rakitic, undoubtedly a great player, but was his season last year as good as Isco's or Hamsik's? The Barcelona man scored 8 in the league, more than he had in any other campaign since he left Sevilla. But despite his 88 long shot rating, he bagged just 1 from outside the box in 20 attempts. He also laid on 5 assists, lower than you'd expect for someone FIFA gave better vision than Dybala. By comparison, Hamsik was involved in 22 league goals and Isco 19. The Spaniard finished the year with his 3rd Champions League win, while Hamsik led Napoli to 3rd place in Serie A, losing the same number of games as Barca in La Liga, and just 4 points off the Catalans' total of 90. Rakitic, meanwhile, struggled to keep Gomes and a 32-year-old Iniesta out of the side. Wearing a Barcelona shirt isn't enough to earn you an 87 rating. Sorry even. 6 and 5, Mateo Kovacic and Andre Gomes, rated 82. EA seem to go out of their way to not favour one of Real Madrid or Barcelona, but this even-handedness can sometimes make them look stupid. Take Gomes and Kovacic, who enter FIFA 18 with the identical ratings of 82, despite one being the outstanding heir to Luka Modric and one being a useless cart horse with a nice touch. Gomes has 68 finishing to Kovacic's 62, but the Portuguese has just 15 senior goals in his career, whilst the Croatian, who is a year younger, has 21. Gomes also outranks his Real counterpart on long passing, but the former Interman played longer passes than Gomes last year, 17 metres to 15.5, and completed more of them with 91% to Gomez's 88%. But where the Barcelona youngster really shines is in defence. According to EA, he merits a defensive rating of 71, a whole 10 points higher than Kovacic. Gomes won possession twice per 90 last season, racking up a combined 36 tackles and interceptions. Kovacic, 67 for 3.5 a game. Yeah, seems about even to us. 4. Shukran Mustafi, rated 84. According to Opta, Shukran Mustafi made just one defensive error in the Premier League in 2016-17. Remarkable, given the German's frequent boneheadedness and inability to head the ball in any direction but straight up in the air. Like his partner Koscielny, Mustafi likes to step out of defence and win the ball early, averaging 2.5 interceptions a game last season. But he also committed more than one foul a game and racked up 11 yellow cards. In fact, Mustafi fouled more than any other Arsenal player, except for red card machine Granit Xhaka, and weirdly, Alexis Sanchez. He also seems to think he can pass like Pirlo, but despite his obvious shortcomings, Mustafi has been given a solid 84 rating. The same as Koscielny, Dani Carvajal, and 3 points higher than Joshua Kimmich. Somebody should check EA's headquarters for a gas leak. 3. Moussa Dembele, rated 82. According to FIFA, there are 21 Premier League midfielders better than Tottenham's Moussa Dembele, including Gueye and Juan Mata. That will be news to Spurs boss Mauricio Pochettino, who described the Belgium as one of 5 football geniuses he's worked with, the others being JJ Okocha, Ronaldinho, Ivan de la Pina, and some guy called Diego Maradona. Dele Alli agreed that Dembele is the best player at Spurs, and it's not hard to see why. In 2016-17, he was 8th in the Prem for completed dribbles, and no one bettered his astonishing 83% success rate. He coupled that with an incredible 92 pass success, the best in the league, and completed 3.5 tackles and interceptions every game, more than Victor Wanyama. Yet, EA reckon the Belgium is not quite as good as Sporting's William Carvalho. The man's so good that every team in England, including West Ham, decided against buying him. 2. Cristiano Ronaldo, rated 94. FIFA 18's top-rated ordinary player is none other than Cristiano Ronaldo. The Portuguese has been given a 94 rating, not just higher than Lionel Messi, but higher than any rating CR7 has had in the history of the game. Apparently, Ronaldo has peaked at the age of 32. Weird for anyone not named Zlatan or Antonio Di Natale. In 2016-17, Cristiano Ronaldo scored 25 league goals, his worst return since 2009, though he did manage 12 in 13 in the Champions League. Meanwhile, Messi hit 37 in La Liga and got 11 in 9 in Europe, ending the campaign with 54 goals, more than 1 per game. And that's not even the Argentinian's best season. He was rated 94 in 2012 when he netted 73 in all competitions, 31 more than CR7 got last year. It almost doesn't make sense, until you remember that Ronaldo is FIFA's cover star this season. Looks like the game is almost as corrupt as the organisation the name comes from. 1. N'Golo Kante, rated 87. We love N'Golo Kante here at Football Daily, but it's hard to justify the Frenchman's sky-high rating of 87 this year. That makes him the 5th best central midfielder on the game, behind only Pogba, Thiago, Modric and Toni Kroos, level with Vidal and Verratti, and ahead of arguably the best defensive midfielder ever to play the game, Sergio Busquets. It's hard to see this rating as anything other than Premier League bias. Kante has won 2 titles in a row admittedly, but in the last 2 years, Real Madrid's Casemiro has won La Liga and 2 consecutive Champions Leagues, getting chosen for the European Team of the Season in 2017. Casemiro's card? Just 85 rated. And worst of all, Kante's passing is considered almost as good as his defending, with 75 for the former and 81 for the latter. That means Dejan Lovren is apparently a better defender than Kante, and that Toby Alderweireld is worse at passing. Yeah, figure that one out.
So I hope you guys enjoyed that. As usual, let us know what you thought in the comments below. And if you've liked that, why not check out the video that's on screen right now? Click it, it's a good one. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe.